Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode number 20, and we can feel the spring in the air, and it's clogging our lungs. My name is Nanashi. I'll be your host for the evening, and I apologize for whatever the show is going to be.
Oh, right. Funny, because I'm sick.
You're welcome. Special shout out for you. Joining me tonight is several of our usuals. We have our foul-mouthed friend and fiend, Blitz.
Sup, bitches? I'm Italian. I do what I want.
We have our living identity crisis, Chaos, now going by Fading Dawn, his Twitch channel.
That's also my Twitch. Feel free to check me out. I play mostly, by the way, as you can tell, I'm sick. Check me out for horror and maybe YuGiOh Master Duel.
Any Dead by Daylight?
A lot of it.
Oh shit. Okay, I am.
I'm not a great killer, but I'm practicing.
We have the leader of the New Obsidian Duel Academy, Lady Sarisa, who is generously using her stream to advertise us.
It is fucking hot as hell in my office. Send help, please.
We have our token salad enthusiast, Reborn.
Now with 20% more bullet.
And
Wait, what?
The best I can do is a lukewarm water bottle.
Hold on. If you're overheating, just get a few Vaporeons. Wink, wink.
And we have our silent but deadly companion, Ruffytraffy.
Alright.
Not so silent anymore.
Let's see. Is that an NSFW joke or is that a blend of Vaporeon joke?
Yes.
Always NFSW. I don't give a damn. I'll always lose.
I say no to
Need
animal
an adult.
cruelty, personally.
We're all adults, that's the sad part.
Are we, though? I mean, understandably, physically, yes, but mentally, are we, though?
I'm always acting like I'm 20 because I'm just an asshole.
We've noticed.
I'm gonna sit on you.
75 adult, 25% not. The 25% is more noticeable, though.
Alright, well, I think it's kind of a moot question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyways. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing
Oh, yes, moot question because I'm sick and everyone can tell.
Alright, so I'm decent other than dealing with a really person that shouldn't have worked at Walmart. Let's just say this guy is not mentally capable to work at Walmart, and the guy always gets on my nerves and makes lies. But I'm decent other than that. Like, my dad had to drag me away, because that's how bad he said things.
I've been sick since Tuesday.
Hopefully not with COVID.
It's not, but it's a very bad cold. Very, very bad. Even
Oof.
though I'm recovering, I can't laugh or else I will cough out my lung.
You don't hold on.
Gotcha.
You need some Campbell's and you need some orange juice. That's what you need. And
Bought a couple of orange juices, but Campbell's no.
Okay, so we're going to have to put the funny juice away, otherwise we might lose one of our members permanently. Got it.
I'm good at controlling my giggling and just leaving it to smiles. So
Donashi.
Yo.
usually I just
I have no filter.
Well, I don't have much of a filter, and turn off funny. Have you met me?
Yes.
Well, we're screwed.
Should I buy Feet Girl as my companion, or should I actually run a cool looking one?
I went with the YuGiOh partner for the longest time until I got my hands on the Moki Moki.
I'm still got Bunny. Hey, Lady Sarisa, being a watch lurker while playing D&D. Awesome! Healerian. Humble Sniper's making fun of us.
Children.
We Healerian.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the courtesy stuff out of the way. I want to give a personal shout-out to the server's patrons, being Captain Ninetails, YuGiOh, Shinex Zero. All three of you are fantastic, and you help us do what we do.
Thank you for enabling our stupidity.
I mean, someone has to.
Now, as far as birthdays are concerned, it seems the only one that's happening in the month of May is mine.
Alright, I hate to interrupt real fast, but have you ever just logged into Twitch and you've seen 3 gifted subs randomly within a 2-hour period? Yeah, that's me, because I'm subbed to 2,000 people. Following 2,000 people.
I'm not even subbed to 20 people.
I'm following 2,000 people just so I can get the emails. Play the broke person game when you actually have money, folks. Do it. Do it.
Fair enough.
Really wish I had an actual deck in order to put on to competitive, but I know the moment I go on, I'm gonna get stomped by someone with just more attack.
Here's what you do. Just play Mystic Mind Burn and sit there and not
I'm
give
gonna
a
have
damn
to
what they
ask you
say.
to pause that sentence.
Okay, then play Mystic Mind at Zelda. Since you're sick, you can be even more sicker.
I mean, not
I
wrong.
think
I would say
While I understand
the
the
ultimate form of
logic,
human
no.
degeneracy is nurse burn.
ooh.
Finally, we agree on something. Is the Earth freaking crashing into pieces? I don't know.
Okay, and,
Um,
and as far as holidays for the month, the only ones I see of note are Mother's Day this upcoming Sunday and Memorial Day on May 30th. So,
Cinco de Mayo was yesterday.
Mother's Day was early this year. What the hell?
yeah, I know. Usually it's on
What's
my
Mother's Day?
birthday, but it's because it landed on a Sunday. It's the second Sunday of the month, I think.
Happy Cinco
No,
de
it's
Mayo,
usually the third
everyone.
Sunday of this month. It's usually the third Sunday of the month, but
Happy
people in
Cinco
power
de
would.
Mayo, everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
I didn't do any taco thing because I didn't do any tacos, but I made homemade Spanish rice with a bunch of vegetables.
The Day
My
of the
friend-
Dead took my cat, but not
Aw.
me.
Wow, that's
That got dark. I
yeah,
felt.
tell me about it. Let's try and
Yeah.
brighten things up a little bit with one of the topics
Not
that we
as
came here
dark
to
as
talk
my
about.
humor.
Laughter, 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 laughter.
I'm gonna sit on Blitzo's.
Smile.
No, you're not.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you can, but you'll just have a freaking hole where your butt used to be. Shotguns, baby, they're legal.
There are so many different ways that can be taken and yet not taken that I don't want to think about it anymore.
I was about to say there is a lot of interpretations. And a
I don't-
head up your
I don't-
ass.
I'm not sure where this is going. Are you hitting on me while I'm threatening you with my butt? Or are you trying to, hit or threaten me? Like, what's getting mixed signals here, buddy?
Sounds like everything is happening at the same time.
I was gonna say don't ask him questions.
Yeah,
You're
probably for the
doing-
best.
Don't ask
Otherwise,
him
we're never going to
questions.
get through the show.
Y'all tend to forget I live in a redneck area. When I ask for help, fucking sister fuckers come out and do everything.
All right, well, first thing we should probably talk about is the Master Duel stuff that happened. First off, they released a ban list, and it changed nothing.
Oh,
I haven't
Konami
even
not
paid
making a good ban list? Shocker!
Like
Who won us?
like Farfa said, and honestly, I don't blame him for thinking that, and I thought the same thing. It's probably because a lot of people are coming into the game, and maybe Eldritch or all these competitive decks are their first, so they're just getting a slap on the wrist.
That makes sense.
No, literally,
yeah.
Eldritch is a new striker, a new BA. It's gonna live forever.
I would
Striker,
Why? I mean, I'm not surprised by that. It didn't get murdered after it was still functional during.
it needs
after,
to hit. It needs to hit IRL. Like seriously, if they don't hit that deck IRL, I'm going to pick up Eldritch off my friend, and I'm gonna be like, hey, here, just take a bunch of staples off me that I'm not going to use since I'm gonna play Eldritch. If they don't hit Eldritch, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna play. Okay, I'm gonna play Melfi Eldritch. I already have a build. It's kind of fun.
There we go.
Heard murder?
That's not a thing.
Doing murdering? Murder?
Murder?
It's a toxic build because yeah, I'm a Draco player and a former Burn player. Well, who am I kidding? I still play Mind Burn on weekends. This is get people banned off Dueling Book for calling these things. Haha, get them banned for no particular reason because it's kind of fun that way.
All right,
Also, guys,
Hmm?
probably a little later, we're gonna talk about the world premiere stuff that made me drop my jaw.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Don't worry, it'll come up.
The
Wait,
worst
is it the
thing
one? Is it in the new set or
that
what?
DPE will hit Master Duel. That's the worst thing to happen.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and just go over the ban list real quick and just show how little it did. First off, they didn't ban anything. Nothing got banned.
It did nothing.
They banned my soul, so I'm not allowed to play.
Wouldn't you have to have one in the first place?
Damn it, he got me there.
Yeah, he did.
Then it looks like they limited 2 cards to 1, Cyber Angel Ben 10, whoop-de-doo, and Conquistador the Golden Land, which is the trap monster that destroys a card.
And
Okay, here's the deal.
Nothing of value was lost that
Nothing
day.
of value was lost. They didn't even ban Eva. Drytron is still that little annoying little nerdy kid. Haha, look at me. I can do this. I can do that. And you trip them, and they still can do things. They won't leave you alone until you stuff
They
them in the
only
locker.
need one Benton to do things. That's the
Even
problem.
after you stuff the nerd in the locker, they still won't leave you alone.
It's like, how many 5-year-olds can you take on in a fight?
Yeah, basically.
Depends on how big my shotgun is.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, moving to the semi-limited list where everything's been put to 2, we got DD Dynamite. That was to stop it from being abused in future events, I think.
Good.
Seka's Light, which I think is being abused by BA, was it?
No,
yes.
it was being abused
No
by
idea.
pile decks because there was Colossus in there. It's pile decks, like
Right.
not a venture pile decks that you just want to choke them, steal their deck, then sell it, and then hide the body. Good pile decks that you could at least defend yourself a win because Dracoback and Griffin are a card. Why the hell they make this? Oh yeah, Konami, no brain skills. They're coming from the same people that make trap decks every few sets. Skill drain at 3, anyone? Wanna choke someone over it? I do.
I mean, I'm not complaining because Malefics, it buffs Malefics. That's the only reason, though, just because it enables something funny.
Well, here's the obvious hit. They went ahead and put Fusion Destiny to 2 in preparation for what they're bringing to the game.
Yeah,
That doesn't
as a
change shit.
D-Hero player,
And
this
nothing
does
of
absolutely
value nothing of value was lost.
They need to ban Werte. That's the
Um,
only thing they can do.
They need to ban. Oh,
They also knocked Phantom Knights of Torn Scales down to 2.
I'm just
Yeah.
hoping they don't do that in real life before I can get a playset.
They
They're
probably
going to.
won't.
They probably won't because we're not the OCG. The OCG is slow enough for Maxi where Phantom Knight is an issue. And we're not getting Maxi back, and the OCG needs to ban Maxi. Look at Splites.
We'll get to that in a little bit too.
What?
Uh,
Splites are doing something?
yeah, they're causing a problem over in the OCG. We'll
They're
get to that.
they're half of the OCG. No, actually 52% last time I checked.
Yeah.
Take out 52% of the top cuts.
You know what's the funny thing about Splite?
Really?
You can summon Dark Mist in Splite.
Yeah, see, shit like that is fun. Shit like Cat Shock is fun. Shit like Toad constantly isn't. And I'm a believer Toad just needs this. I don't like to take shit ban list takes, but if Toad gets this annoying, it can go to 1 or get the hell out. But
I'm actually impressed.
I've been
I know.
testing splites myself, and I've got a Watt mix that can get all of my little 2-star Watt monsters to like $2,000.
Oh my god! I tested Melfi splites, and I'm like, why is this better than Try? Why do I want to only eat ramen 1 meal a day? Knowing the freaking prices. Hi, I've lost 70 pounds by eating 1 meal a day and playing Yu-Gi-Oh constantly. I'm alright. No, I will never be anorexic. Fuck that shit.
Alright, well, getting back on topic, they also limited Virtual World Roshi Lao Lao to 2, which is the 6-star tuner that resummons something from the grave.
That was not an issue, but okay.
They
I think
limited...
that was just to stop
Virtual
Ultimaya.
World still exists.
It's pretty strong on Master Duel since VFD still exists.
No. Virtual World Virtual
that
World.
explains it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Virtual World also exists in a TCG because triple skill drain and they can manipulate the synchro cards.
Well, yeah, but we're talking
Ultimate
about
is
Master
open.
Duel right now, though.
Yeah.
They also
different.
hit Lyra Loose Cobalt Sparrow down to 2, which is the Searcher, and it gives Exceeds monster targeting immunity.
huh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with what Fading Dawn has been saying. Nothing of value has been lost.
Not a
Pretty
single
much.
thing. And to hit the Prank Kid Adamancipator deck, they limited Prank Kid Roxy's and Adamancipator Analyzer to 2 each.
So who's hungry for ice cream?
So they just left Block Dragon alone.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And speaking of Dragon,
Black Dragon is still legal in the OCG, but it's not legal in the TCG.
it is legal in the Master Duel too. That's the problem.
See, the OCG can have all these broken cards because they have cards to keep the game in check, like Max C. The only issue with the OCG, they only have one brain cell as a hive mind, and they hit shit like Gamma.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of hit, the last card on the list that is now at 3 is the obvious Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
That's not a problem card.
I don't even think we need to mention that card.
Nah, Red MD is just allowed to exist now that it's been eroded. No one cares.
It's an okay card. It's not a problem card. Red MD, now that it's eroded, could have came back to 3 a long time ago.
I was gonna say I don't even care about it.
Well,
I
think there's like 1 or 2 random people out there that will sit there and go,
the first deck I'm gonna do is
not be unburned or whatever, yada yada
just
yada.
to anger people.
what
Fossil quality mirror.
What did he say?
Fossil Quakimeru.
That's kind of funny. Oh god.
Okay.
That's kind of funny. But I stand by my statement. We need Maxi to leave all forms of YuGiOh alone.
Well,
so all secrets get tanked and I can buy them out.
The C2C. We really need it. Give it us.
The second Maxi touches the TCG, the game is going to be in complete chaos.
Okay, if Maxi touches the TCG, if Maxi touches the TCG, and Nashi's wife still has the ultimate rare, that's a $2,000 ulti off the gate. Nashi and his wife can eat steaks for the rest of the month if they wanted to.
Yeah, she actually got a copy of... My wife got a copy of Ultimate Rare Max C, and she still has it, yes.
Oh, seriously, you need to sell that for cash. Do not put that on your tax return, because if that comes up to being a $2,000 card and someone offers you someone offers you $1,300 to $1,500 cash, just take the money and don't put it on the tax return.
Why would I claim a card sale on a tax return anyways? That's like the one reason you don't.
My friends literally vend, so they claim their shit on the tax return. The
I'm
stuff that they're like, oh god, I hated my 2019 tax return. I had to pay $1,000 back, and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, fuck.
I've never had a tax return where I had to pay money back, except for once, and it was because of my own fault.
Oh no, I quit my job in 2019 and made a lot of fucking money on YuGiOh, and then 2020 happened, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, getting back on topic with the Master Duel stuff, they added a new tier list for that goes beyond the Platinum Wolf tier, which was the Diamond Bear tier. Which,
guys, his main monetary stream is YuGiOh. I just want to highlight that there. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, my monetary is mostly YuGiOh because I didn't have a real job until 2018, and then after my breakdown and all the homophobia, I didn't have a real job until the middle of 2020. And I was working for $15 an hour at a good laundromat, and they're like, oh, COVID hit, so guess what I do? I'm a secretary for a tax office. I sit at home all day. Yes, nice. this.
That's a lot better.
They told me... I got a Chromebook to do taxes on, but I don't do it. I'm like, yeah, I can do taxes. I don't want my Chromebook being used for taxes. They're like, we'll pay you more. I'm not going to school for 2 years to learn taxes just to get an extra $100 on my paycheck a month. Fuck that. I can make extra $100 ways.
I can't say I blame you.
That was actually the same thing kind of happened to me. I was actually doing a demo job next to my house, and then COVID happened.
Terraforming.
We've all.
I still working.
I could never work retail again. My knee is so fucked up that I limp everywhere. And I got a cane. That bitch came broken, and my insurance is like, well, you gotta go buy yourself a new one. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go out and buy one of those $50 canes. They're like, well, you need one of those professional ones. No, fuck it. You just buy the $50 one and replace the bottoms every few months.
That's
Wait.
honestly, yeah.
They still have kings that are $50.
Yeah.
I know the Walgreens people enough where I can get a 50% discount on fucking all the medical shit because I'm one of the people that reported one of the break-ins and it was happening one night. Like that's another reason why my knee's fucked up. I tackled the fuck out of that guy.
Nah.
Well, in my
Yes.
opinion, you can't really. In my opinion, if you're gonna go for a cane, and this is just about everyone that I know in the area, everyone buys from a brand called Nova because you just can't get around without a Nova cane. Yes, I know I'm not funny. Shut up.
Not even House could get around without that.
I'm kind of vexed that I
Judge.
actually got the dream.
But yeah, getting back on topic again. This time around for the golden track or whatever it's called in Master Duel, they were giving away a Moki Moki as a partner, and I could not pass that up. I do not enjoy playing on Master Duel in any way, shape, or form, but it was worth it to get that Moki Moki partner.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout out my boy real fast. Hold on, let me look him up.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll continue. And and what I was doing was I was just running around everywhere, beating everyone that I could with a Gradius ship deck. And I know I pissed a few people off with that one because all I would do is summon a 1200 attacker and hit it with honest, limiter removal, not necessarily in that order, limiter removal again, and just wipe them out with a single attack.
Hey Nashi, I'm gonna DM you that.
You now on Master Duel, you can do that.
Nashi, I'm gonna DM you his info and then I'm gonna post it in the podcast chat because this guy does custom tournaments and he supports like the casual tier. So
King the Bear Spirit, huh?
Yeah, let me wait. Okay, podcast chat. Fuck, this is why I should wear my glasses. BRB.
Oh wait, it's not.
Didn't even know he needed glasses either.
Skill drain.
Still haven't found my brain. Just let me know if any of you find it.
Will do. But yeah, and apparently when I was running around kicking people's butts with a shit tier deck, I ended up in a mirror match of all things against a German streamer. And the weirdest part of all is that he recognized me.
Nice.
Really?
And
Yeah, he knew I was a tuber.
You both were running the same deck.
Yeah, I made a
You
little
should be
3-minute
proud
video
of
about
that.
the interaction from their end, and I never in my life expected to see a mirror match of Gradius ship decks. It's so rare.
Fucking.
Oh, did you face him in the mirror?
Yeah, we both played Gradius ship decks.
God damn
Oh, that's
it,
kind of fun. Okay, so this bear guy, let me go to his server.
I think he played the exact same list as you.
What I would
Almost.
like to see.
What?
A
Damn
Link 3 Gradius ship that kind of puts both the Gradius ships and ABC together, because like it could probably say you summon a bunch of light machines.
Also, Nashi, I'm going to save this, screenshot this to you, then drop it in the chat, because he does a lot of casual tournaments. I don't know if he still allows I don't know if he allows hand trap. Damn it.
Oh.
I forgot. I saved the screenshot. Wasn't copied. I'm always used to copying the screenshots. This is what's gonna go on in his Discord, and then I'm gonna drop it in the podcast info. Go to Nashi. Podcast chat. Click. Click. Boom.
Oh, he's one of those kinds of players. He makes like themed tournaments and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
He's a very nice guy. He's a very nice guy. He's a very kindred soul. And that's why I'm shouting him out.
You know, I might give him a look afterwards, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. We should probably get back on topic. I don't want this cast to last 2 hours for no reason, you know.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, especially since I've got like 3 deck reviews after this.
Yeah, so let's get down into the meat of things, shall we?
Did we do the ban list first, or what do we go?
Well, there is no ban list yet. I just talked about the Master Duel one already.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Because the YuGiOh ban list, did we take any takes on that? Because we're supposed to get a ban list. We're supposed to get a ban list in early June or at the end of May.
Dude, I do not have a single clue what they're going to do with that ban list. At this point, I'm just going to wait for them to finally announce it and just be happy with whatever they hit that actually does it.
Well,
I'm the same boat.
Okay, here's one ban card that I want to come back. Actually, a few. Let me grab them. I had them put aside.
Masterpiece, the True Draco Slayer.
No.
Draconic Diagram to 3.
I sold all of that shit like in 2020. So no, that shit could stay limited because I'm not making money off of it.
Well, just because it doesn't add to your dollar value doesn't mean it's a legitimate reason to stay banned, dude.
Right. I agree with Nanashi on that one.
Cyberjar, Yada, those are some cards I want to come off the list.
You always say those.
and a card that I have like 50 commons of is Ultimate Offering.
This
is only on personal reason, but I'd prefer Tempest Magician to be unbanned, but that's only on a personal level, so...
Okay,
Never.
Ultimate Offering and Carrying is something I own a lot of, so please come back.
That needs an errata before it ever comes back.
Okay, fair, but... no, I'm
Magician. Tempest Magician.
Fair. And this is the only reason why I would love it to be unbanned for any reason at all is because of a personal place in my heart. Because it was my first ever synchro monster ever in the game.
Oh, okay. What they could do to errata is make it a once per turn card. Easy as that.
Are you talking about the spell counterpart?
No.
You're talking about making the spell counterpart once per turn? Because that's the only fucking way it is.
That's what I'm doing. I'm talking about the spell counter card once per turn.
So it only gets one spell counter per any...
because the only spell counter cards that deserve to be broken is Breaker and its siblings.
So it has come to this.
And Apprentice Magician. Because shout out to her in 2003 and 2004 and 2005.
I thought I was sick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm an asshole to spell counter deck.
I want my Bay summon thought back.
Nope, that ain't coming back.
What?
But erotic to say 3 monsters with different names. Well,
what?
3 monsters.
No.
Wait. What card?
Summon
Source.
Summon slot? God, no.
3 monsters with a hard link 3, and 3 monsters with different names.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
The card is that when it is synchro summon, you can special summon any monster to your opponent's side of the field. I think it's from your hand, and then it's once per turn you can target
a monster that it points to.
It points to, which includes your opponent's monsters, so you can target the monster that you gave them, or a monster that you control, so you don't even have to use its secondary effect, and special summon it directly out of the deck. A lot of it, like, that's actually that card actually enabled the plant FTK that almost came out.
So...
Does anyone remember that?
I do.
I don't.
Phoenixian Cluster was banned specifically because they would do is they would summon. They would get Boral. You would get Topologic Bomber Dragon, and you would get that card out. You would get that card out of the deck by getting Summon Slot out, and you would get that, and then you would get Topologic Bomber Dragon to activate and destroy everything. Phoenixian Cluster would summon itself, burn, and that would be an infinite loop.
Yep.
You would lose.
Let me just do a quick ban list take. Verte will not go because they're selling the decks.
That'd be a long process if you go for every single card, by the way. No, I don't know if that's what you're doing or not.
No, it's just going to be 2 cards to 3, which is Scapegoat and a Hero Lives.
Okay.
Nadir to 1, Fusion Destiny to 1. And this is like a small list. The bands being Scythe and some random shit, because they're not going to hit Verte because they need to sell the new fusion support that's coming out. They need to sell their stuff.
You're not talking about the Spia, are you?
Despia.
You're not talking about the Spia, are you?
No, I'm talking about the Despia stuff because they just got reprints. So Verte, I see Verte staying with us until fall.
No. I'm sorry, but no, Verte is made irrelevant by the fact one of the fusion monsters can actually straight up summon Dragoon out of the extra deck.
Yes, but
Yeah. So
but
Verde can actually get banned. It's
Verte
Yeah.
fine.
can't.
Plus,
Verte
plus
The game.
a lot of the Despia Albaz cards also have limitations that only allow you to fusion summon.
Well, here's the issue. They're not going to hit it. They just sold the Albaz decks. They need to let that make a little bit of capital for a few months. And then
They can do that. They can do that off of
They
Despia
can
just easily.
They can do that off it, despite because they have tons of good reprints. Like I'm actually eyeing them, not even for the main deck itself, even though I have a lot of the cards for Despia Albaz just from grabbing the Goal Eldorado and the Tin of Ancient Battle.
The reason why I say I don't think Verte is gonna get hit is because they still need to make money off Albaz decks.
They don't need to. They have Despia.
Yeah,
And then Nazumi, my graphic designer, has been watching and playing the Despia for quite some time now, and really loves that branded fusion spell card because that branded you just run 3 branded fusion and it's super easy to get out.
I'm not saying Verte isn't broken. I want Verte to go, but I'm just saying it. My prediction, it won't go for another ban list.
So you're okay. So you're basically saying that it can and should, but it's not.
It can't. No, I'm not saying. I'm like
they want to continue. Okay. Now I understand. Now I understand.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Because Verte is just so okay. If I can shit out a DPE with 2 cards, fucked. No, we shouldn't have that shit. Fusion Destiny should be banned. Or no, actually, you know what? Fuck that shit. DPE should be banned. You Destiny Hero players deserve your fucking fusion card. Fuck DPE. Ban that bitch and ban Verte.
Okay.
I would say just limit. I would be limit DPE.
You only play 1. What the fuck would that do?
Ban DPE.
Yeah, unfortunately, since most players only play 1 of it, limiting it does literally nothing. You're better off just banning it or limiting the fusion spell to 1, which is something I don't want to see because then no one will be able to use it, not even actual Destiny Hero players.
No, Destiny Heroes are fucked in the OCG, all because of DPE. For Destiny Fusion to come back, DPE needs to stay in Davy Jones' locker forever.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on because
well,
otherwise we're going to get a little heated. Oh, well, hang on. If you got something to say, go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
I got nothing to say.
Okay, he had something to do. Okay, well, the next thing on my topic list was the.
Well, I do have something to do, but I'd rather speak first because everyone tends to come in my room and be like, "Oh, I need you," and then like try to get one over me by saying, "Right now." I'm like, no. I think that Blaster Dragon Ruler of the Fire one wouldn't be far-fetched to get an unban. Just for the fact it's the most obscure type in the game.
You know, I don't even argue with that.
On
if they're
top
going to
of the
release
fact
any
that
of them,
just dragons aren't really doing shit at all right now.
not anymore.
They killed LP, and that was game over for dragons.
Yeah, basically, if Blaster comes back, it's something for Infernaid to actually use to get rid of shit. And it's something for Salamangreat to say, oh, I could pop a card on the field, then try to break a board?
We might end up with a lot of cards, and we might get we might get some odd cards to get unbanned or banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like Harp Horror go to 1, just for them to test it out, see what the fuck the deck's going to do.
Okay.
And the reason why is because they unbanned Tiger.
Okay,
they unbanned Tiger a bit ago, and you all know that Luna Light isn't doing shit.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Luna Light Orcus
Tiger can stay banned.
Oh, Tiger's back. Luna Light Orcus can't do shit because Mermaid's banned. So you can't you can fuse them together, but it's not going to be as broken as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Harp Horror can be at 1. Fucking Mermaid's banned, bring that bitch to 1.
And then I think that Scapegoat's probably going to go to 3.
Probably.
And then
Scapegoat and a Hero lives to 3.
I know this is. They're going to do something stupid to make us angry again, so I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to unlimit a Sky Striker Mobilize Engage.
Oh god.
It kind of feels like YuGiOh is in a weird state right now still.
I say that only because the TCG has a very toxic hard-on for stall cards in general. They got rid of Imperial Order, but they at the cost of unlimiting skill drain. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did a bunch of shit and then they like, oh, by the way, Sky Striker has another card. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright.
I have
If
to.
engage
I'll be
goes
right
to
back.
3 again, then something will burn.
If engage goes to 3, I'm going to fucking run that with the stall cards that are coming out in the future. Those
It's not
spell
gonna go to
stalls. You
Like-
never know with TCG.
No.
OCG has no idea what they're doing with the ban list sometimes, but the TCG are a bunch of fucking idiots when it
Okay,
comes to
so-
I
stall
don't think
cards.
anyone's going to argue that.
Yeah, to be honest, if Engage ever went to 2, far fucking have painful choice. I'm just saying.
And engage back to 0.
Honestly,
Engage
if
back to
engage
0,
came
yeah.
back, honestly, if
support
engage
coming,
came back
I'd
to
love it.
2, I'll be right back.
We'll be right here. Alright, so moving
I
on
still
the
can't
list.
believe it's not butter.
Well, moving down the list of topics, the next thing we should probably talk about are the 2 recent YCSs we had, and I know for a fact that Blitz probably has a word or two about these.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the way they cheated their players in the Mexican top, and then the way they fucking ruled shit in the other place. My God, those judges need to be just pushed into a damn pit of freaking venomous snakes, anacondas, or whatever, and they can just get slowly devoured. They're in the vortex. Take that.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say something about that. Now let's dive into this just a little bit because I don't want to sit on this too long. First off, the YCS in Charlotte, North Carolina, April 9th and 10th, ignoring the blatant cheating that you just very kindly condensed down for us.
Oh, God.
Five
Well,
out
I
of
want to say something real fast. The
Go ahead.
judge, that little curly-haired little bitch, goes to my locals and starts shit. He's also banned from a few locals. He also makes fucked up dueling calls. He also cheated me out of a match once, and I wanted to choke the little fucker. That guy shouldn't be a judge. He should be found on the street somewhere.
Okay.
I think that's what they did. Is they found him on the street. Fucking no, I don't know the guy.
I mean, found on the street, gagged and not alive.
Okay, so we're not unaliving anybody today.
Today.
Because he's cheated multiple pro players out of topping at regionals where I go to.
Well, if you catch that again, maybe make a note of it and send it to Konami. They might actually listen for one.
I did, but I also typed, "Get your shit together, bitches," and they probably didn't like that.
Probably not.
Probably not. If you want to get them to do something, you have to adhere to them a little bit with some sort of form of respect.
By the third time I reported his ass, I just said, "You motherfuckers, you're gonna let this little bitch do like we could ban your Cossi ID. Do it, bitch."
All right. Well, getting back
Easy
to
there, Blitzo.
Yeah. Getting back on topic, 5 out of the 8 top players in the Charlotte YCS were using Destiny, Adventure, or both, and the only ones that weren't were playing either Eldritch, the Flu, or Tenyi Sword Soul.
Let's just say this: that Eldritch player got cheated because he wanted to go back and do stuff, but the judges were like this. And I had a mental meltdown. I took it as a racial thing, and I tweeted some really fucked up shit on Twitter that I deleted later. But I took it as a racial thing because, of course, North Carolina got to screw the one pro-African American player out of everything.
Well, moving on from that topic, we have to go to the stark difference that occurred in YCS Guadalajara, Mexico, because the deck that ended up winning that whole event was a branded Despia deck, which, if my information is correct, did not run DPE or the Adventure package.
Okay, here's the reason why Mexico has more inflation than us, and the one in South America. The reason why you're seeing more Eldritch and more stuff in there because people don't have a big budget down there as us American capitalists. And I'm just saying this, down in those poor countries, inflation could be as low as 3 times all the way up to 10 times. Because I have a Brazilian friend who's building Madoches. It's $300 here, $1,500 where he lives.
Well, we don't have any more events to look forward to until the end of this month over in Hartford, Connecticut, so we get a nice little break from all that, and hopefully they can get their crap together this time around.
Okay, let's just
Probably
say
not,
that
but let's hope.
they're not going to. There's always an issue that happens at a YCS. There's always an issue that happens at Nats because they let the same stupid ass judges who can't tie their own shoes, who wear Skechers with freaking strips on there, walking in dueling, smelling like pot, not doing their job correctly. I've witnessed that
Dude.
multiple times at regionals. And that's what you get for Chicago regionals. Everyone's just smoking and doing dumb shit.
Well, moving on from that topic, as I think we've pretty sufficiently covered the topic, is the next products that are coming out. And here's the cool thing. So far, we haven't seen any real date changes for any of the products dropping. Structured Deck Albat Strike dropped 2 weeks ago, and Ghost from the Past 2 drops today.
It dropped today, and prices are tanking more than the freaking stocks right now. If anyone's in the stocks, I'm sorry you're losing money.
Yeah,
Especially
well,
in
what else is
Nasdaq.
new?
Crystal Beast is getting a structured deck.
Oh, I'm letting you know that. I'm letting you guys know now. If the Crystal Beast deck is cheap, I'm going to play it for the
Go for it.
LGBTQ community. But like,
I'm
no,
playing with Crystal Beast, so
and all the Crystal Beasts recently got reprinted in the GX box. So if one of the Crystal Beasts aren't reprinted, you can display speed duel commons and have people look at you funny, and then say, "Hey, you lost with a max rarity deck. Eat stand." Matter of fact, mud.
oh jeez.
Okay, the next product that we have coming out is Dimension Force later this month on May 20th, and I've taken a look at all the list of stuff that set is supposed to come with, including the TCG exclusives and the OCG imports. I only need like 5 cards from that set, and it's the Zombie support and Navy Dragon mech for Penguins.
Okay, hold on. Can we go back to Ghosts from the Past? People
Sure.
were buying. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick update since statistician in high school. Yay, basketball. Now it's trash. GMG $1,000. Now to $395. Blue Eyes $550. Now they're $250. Red Eyes $400. Now they're $140. Cyber Dragon $250. Now they're $125. Dark on Dragon they were $252. Now they're $80.85. Ross Testicle, aka Ross Spear Mode, aka Ross Testicle. Did I mention Testicle? Testicle is now $80. Red Dragon Archfiend was a $100 card, so and then now it's that. And Ross Testicle Testes was $150. Now they're cheaper. Now here's a smack in the face to you casual players. Your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon went for $150. Now they're $60. And for anyone who pulls the Eye of Timaeus, I feel sad for you. This card fell from $250 on eBay to $45, and then on TCG Player it's $40.
The only cards I even invested a decent amount of money in were that Hulk, and I got it.
I'm back.
Hulk is so cheap. Hulk is so cheap right now. I hope you didn't order pre-sales because Hulk's a $5 card. I thought I'd never see the day.
I got it on pre-sale at $7, so I'm not too
not surprised.
about it.
You know what I'm kind of happy about? We're finally getting Odd Eyes Wing.
Yep,
finally.
Wow. That's really
After
odd.
5 years.
I both know why I'm excited about this. Also, the Pendulum Fusion is an instant fusion target.
that it is.
Reborn.
One last thing about if you're picking up hand traps, the only hand trap in a set is $1.50 Retaliating Sea for a set.
I was debating on picking that up, but I don't really see myself needing it right now.
I mean, Contact Sea is way better this format.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm actually, because all the Odd Eye stuff that I want from Dimension Force, I can pick up for no less than $10 because Pendulum Graph is like $7.
Oh, it's just wait for that. Okay. Here's what young me should have done. Just wait a week after a set drops, or if you have the patience enough to wait 3 weeks, you shouldn't do that. But if you have the patience enough to wait 1 to 2 weeks after a set drops, everything tanks. Then by the 3rd week, everything goes back up. So just wait 1 or 2 weeks if you want to save some money there, because oh boy, I've dropped $40 on my Sky Cavalry collection, and I could have only spent 35, but I wanted a small binder full for the lols.
Also, Omega Judgment is funny.
Yes.
All right.
I would probably play this in ABC.
Did you also, Nashy, before we continue, are you gonna get any of those reptiles upgraded from Ghosts from the Past, or?
Oh God, no, I don't need to.
Okay. Even if they're that cheap, damn, I thought you would upgrade them to ultras.
I'm the kind of person that prefers lower rarity stuff because all the excess holofoil just doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather have a deck entirely made of commons that works than a deck of shiny stuff.
Yeah,
I'm actually with you on that one too.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the reason. My Tri Brigade deck is all hollow, all shiny hollow. The extra deck's all shiny hollow. The main deck's all shiny hollow, but four or 5 cards.
Wonderful flex. Wonderful flex.
Ghost Ogres, I need to get Ultra. Sci-Fi Gamers, I need to get the originals.
What are we talking about?
About a Grav, I need to get originals, but yeah.
Upgrading the rarities of stuff that we have.
Yeah, but like I also understand why you don't upgrade rarities. Because they warp, and you got to keep your deck in the binder not to warp during the wintertime.
Oh, screw that noise. I could care less. I'd rather just get rid of the high rarity stuff so I can have more money to put into the game and other things that I want to buy.
Oh, did you buy 2 of the needle fiber so you can get rid of your more expensive one? Hopefully you did that.
I don't have a Hulk in the first place.
You had one. You had one in your Penguin deck profile. I thought you did.
I had that. Dude, I can't believe I have to say this. That was a clever editing trick that I used to make it appear like it was there.
Holy shit, that's some good shit. Holy fuck, man.
I can't believe you actually... If you go back and watch it, you'll see that it's just a sleeve with a piece of paper in it. And then I edited it and used a couple of editing tricks that I learned over the last few months to make it look like it's there.
Hey man, I'm usually stoned off my mind on edibles because of this damn knee half the time, so...
Fair enough. But yeah, getting back on topic, the next products that we have coming out are Dimension Force, which is going to have all that support for Over the Pendulum. It's going to import Therions and Scareclaw. And like I said, I only need like 5 things from that set, so I'm going to order that like the day before it goes on sales just to guarantee that I get it.
So yeah, the Predator plant stuff.
Three.
Predator plant stuff is really cheap in there too. I'm happy that you're Predator plant users. I'm like, isn't Predator plant Sora's deck from the anime?
Yeah.
I love Sora. She plays that. Oh, I love the Fusion Force. I don't love those Amazon bitches.
Wait,
but I love the...
No, wait. Sora's the Fluffle user. Yuri is the Predaplant user.
Yeah, Yuri.
Okay, Yuri's my favorite villain, and then Sora's like the side chick villain.
Yuri seems like the kind of character that would enjoy playing Saw.
Yeah, Yuri's the type of character that would enjoy having like a finger cut off and still go do it like ha, look at me now. I lost my middle finger, but I can use the other one.
Fair enough. But in June, on June 10th, we have both the Legendary Duelist Duels from the Deep pack, which has the Umimeko Tsunami support, Marinsa support, and Shark support, which I'm excited for, the Shark support. And they're also dropping OTS... Go ahead.
Could have been out by now.
And they are also dropping OTS Pack 19, which is going to have 29 cards, and the only one that we have confirmed so far is the Ulti Fallen of Albaz.
Dude, just play commons, shit.
Yeah, you can get the commons out of the structure deck. That's what I've always said.
I got my friend back in the YuGiOh. I'm like, hey, you should play a meta deck. What's he do? He goes out and spends some money on the Albaz deck because the Frog deck went up when I told him not to. What did he do with the money that I told him to go get the Frog deck? He's a bigger stoner than me. That's the question.
Well, that's the answer. Too.
Shit, too.
But anyways, on July 1st, we've got Deck Build Pack Tactical Masters, which has the Pendulum deck Valiance, the Quick Play Spell deck Mr. Rune, and Lair of Darkness 2.0 Labyrinth. Not really interested in playing any of those.
A waifu.
The Lair of Darkness deck, my buddy's interested in.
My waifu deck is coming.
Yeah, July 1st.
Yeah, new waifu deck.
All I gotta say is your waifu deck. Hopefully, your waifu deck wasn't Dragon Maids when they first released. God, those prices.
Tell me
weren't.
about it. On July 22nd, we have Legendary Duelist Season 3, which we still don't have a tremendous amount of information on, but we do know it's going to... Actually, I think they recently released a full list of what it's supposed to come with.
Didn't that box have YuGiOh on there?
No, it's the secondary characters, I believe.
Hold on, I thought the Dark Magician stuff was gonna be printed in that box.
It might be.
Wait, what's the name of the set?
Legendary Duelist Season 3. I mean, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But while you're doing that, I'm going to move...
you're kind... Okay. Yami Yugi has the hero stuff on there and has Bakura.
Oh.
Even has a magician. Yeah, I knew that set because I know a lot of DM players that I tell, save your money. Stack your money up for July. You'll get the reprints. Because... they're gonna have to put Magician Souls in this like they did Tomb Kingdom to tank the market. They're gonna tank the market on the Magician stuff. Hero players rejoice. You're gonna get more reprints, and your Bakura fans, you're just gonna save money.
All 6 of them.
I'll be sure to update my information for the next cast.
Yeah, because that's I know that's the Dark Magician set because I know a lot of Dark Magician players are sitting there sad. Magician Souls, this and this and this. I'm like, it's okay, bud. You'll get through it.
Well, moving on from that, we've got the Power of the Elements pack dropping on August 5th, which I'm very excited for. It's gonna have...
that's the...
Sorry.
That's the set I'm going out and buying 3 boxes on pre-release.
I'm probably gonna buy a box of Power of the Elements if I can get the money together for it.
I'm putting $50 aside each month. Even if boxes are $100, I'm buying them bitches because I want the Melfies, I want the Splites. I'm gonna use it, and if the Splites are too much, I'm just gonna use them as trade bait.
Yeah, that's the set that's gonna have the new hero support, the Vernalizer Fairies, the Splite archetype, the tier elements.
Melfi support, the best deck in the
I was getting to that.
The cutest deck in the entire game. And the best one of all time.
Yes.
Yeah. The tier elements, which are the new Dark Aqua Fusions. I'm actually thinking about making that deck.
I hope that they're cheap.
And the new support for the Crawler, Amaze, Suship, Mathmech, Therion's Scareclaw, Rika, which I'm terrified of because it gives them a field spell that works just like Lair of Darkness.
Fucking plants. They always have a hard on.
Vendred, Melfi, which I'm excited for because I love Melfi as a concept.
Same here.
Alvaz and Charmer.
Anyone who doesn't like Melfi is a serial killer.
I totally don't like Melfi, even though I plan on using that tomorrow.
Sarisa, I'm going to find where you live.
That's the funny thing about Vernalizer. They actually work with Ishizu's new stuff.
Alright, so,
And
by the way, Nashi, that set, just because of that set, do you have any copies of Cat Shark lying around?
I think I have 1 or 2, yeah.
They were like $10 a few days ago. You need to unload those.
I'll have to keep an eye on that. And the only other thing that I have to talk about Power of the Elements is that they've confirmed that when it comes to the TCG, it's going to have a new TCG archetype involving an unexpected type of monster.
Oh, fuck. Yay, surprises.
Oh,
so yeah,
whatever
that's going to be, I'm curious.
Another worm psychic deck. I can't wait.
It's probably
That's what I was actually thinking, psychic.
No, it won't be psychic. If they're going to do anything that's actually worthwhile, they're going to use the archetype with the least, the monster type with the least number of members, which at the moment appears to be Sea Serpent.
I was going to say it's
I was actually thinking Reptile.
No. We gotta look out for Pain, Pyro player. I want Pyro support for that guy.
And that was going to be my number 2 choice, was Pyro.
I seriously hope it's Pyro support, just so they can mix it into Volcanics. That guy is a legend in the YuGiOh community.
Well, you should be happy. They confirmed a new piece of Volcanic support coming anyways.
Yeah, but he needs more stuff. He's waited longer than that. He deserves more. Like, I want more.
You know what?
Just give him everything.
You know what I'm kind of expecting?
What?
The next Elemental Duelist pack is going to be Fire, and we're just going to see black stuff,
You know,
and we're just going to see volcanics.
It would be so funny if the unexpected type is Divine Beast. And we just get Divine Beast
Dude, if that was Divine Beast, if that's Divine Beast, people are going to lose their shit.
They might actually do that. Like
That would.
No,
I would love it.
I mean, everyone would love it, but I doubt it because they haven't even made. They didn't even make Egyptian god slime divine, like a divine beast.
Wait.
Yeah.
What element have they done?
They made it a fucking aqua.
They made it a water aqua. That's what they made it.
What element have they not done yet?
What attribute?
Yeah, what attribute have they not done for
Fire.
the Ghosts of?
Well, fire, dark, and light.
Fire is
no. They did dark, so fire and light.
Oh, my bad.
Probably just fire.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the darkness. I have no idea where I was going with that.
All right. Well, next on the list is the Crystal Beast structure, dropping on August 19th.
Shit. Hold on.
Yes.
Moment of silence for the Berserker guy. Forgot to mention that today.
The what?
Berserker guy.
Japanese manga artist.
You mean the creator of Berserk?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed away a while ago.
He passed away as of today last year.
Oh.
Shout out to him for making an amazing series.
Oh my god, fuck
yes.
Force. Oh god.
You know what I pray for in Soul Calibur 7?
What?
That we see Guts. Next Soul Calibur game, I want to see Guts as the guest character.
You know who I want to see Guts in? This to just piss off a bunch of people and to make Smash a rated M game. I would love to see Guts enter Smash, but make it rated M just to freak out all the kids that are the.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Why are you guys getting the hard on internal organs?
You will never understand unless you read it.
You'll never understand. Like, okay, I'm the type of person that, like, when I watched Alucard, I smile.
Funny intestines joke.
No, I'm the type
That was the point.
Okay, well, I'm the type of person when I watch Alucard.
Funny, didn't laugh.
It's one of the few things we will. It's one of the few things we will not joke about.
Okay, one of the things you guys need to know about me. I used to be afraid of blood and slashers. I watch anime with a lot of blood. I can just sit back and laugh like, ha, the bitch deserved it. Especially every time Alucard kills someone.
I mean, Alucard is a badass, so
no one's gonna argue that.
Alucard is the vampire daddy.
Well, like I was trying to say, the next structure deck that's dropping is Legend of the Crystal Beast on August 19th at the moment, and the only thing that they've told us that's coming in it is the new Rainbow Dragon Fusion monster.
Which I'm not happy about. I'm not.
Shit structure deck. Buy it for the reprints.
If you want to give Crystal Beasts a fusion, they need something that they can go into turn 1. That is not a turn 1 card.
They need a link one.
They need a link 1 like Ghost Trick got, but make it better than Ghost Trick.
There's a good high possible chance that Zenith will probably be also in that structure deck, so that will give them a 1-card combo.
Yeah, and there's the thing: if they're gonna make reprints in that shit, all the stuff that got reprinted multicolor rare, put it in there, because I don't want to see buyouts of fucking reprints that it should be $1 fucking green rare, $1 fucking purple rare. And as for that deck, I agree. They need a link 1, but here's my take on the link 1. You can either use a monster from your monster zone or your spell trap zone to make it.
That would be fantastic. It would make it very easy to play.
Yeah, that's what I want. But
that would be cool. I still would like to have them have a tuner, but that's just my own personal
get a
favorite
tuner and
summoning
get a
mechanic.
libs.
That would be interesting. Like it would be a Crystal Beast link that you could use Crystal Beasts that are crystals in your spell and trap zone.
That reminds me. Go ahead and finish. I'll say my thing right after you're done.
They could probably use a pendulum that can fight on the field, and and take itself off the pendulum zone to be used later.
I can see
Because
that.
they can't afford to keep stuff. They can't afford to keep scales for too long in their pendulum zone.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
because of the new rules. But I was thinking of something when I was grabbing the water, and I got a great idea also for the link one. You
Realized
can
on my way to the bathroom that Crystal Beasts are just Buster Blader, but infinitely worse in terms.
Yeah, basically they are. So I got a brilliant
Debatable.
I got a brilliant idea for the link card. If it's destroyed, you place it in spell trap zone, or a card would affect one or two crystal beast monsters, tribute it, negate it, take control of your opponent's monster, but its effects are negated, and place one crystal beast from your graveyard in the spell trap zone.
That would be a little much.
Also, that monster that you took control of becomes a Crystal Beast name of your choice.
Oh, that's just fucking too cracked. Now we're fucking breaking the game.
Yeah, it's better that the tunes already have that going for them. We don't need anything else doing it.
Like my idea for a Crystal Beast.
That's how much Crystal Beasts are far in the garbage disposal.
Yeah.
I'm going to respectfully disagree. I'm going to respectfully disagree.
You know what would be my idea for a Crystal
Yeah.
Beast?
As much as I will say it is nice that the trap card is super fucking
it's nice.
The trap card's insane, and at least the monsters don't have very low attack points and shit, and you can at least summon them, unlike Buster Blader, where you can't outright normal summon Buster Blader.
Because look at freaking Prank Kids.
They get incredibly better with Zenith, but there are other aspects of it that you can actually utilize, especially if you choose to play Mech Knights, or you can still play some variant of a Pendulum deck with them. That still allows them to have some competitive use in there. I would consider them more on the roguish side.
Hold on.
There was one individual that actually brought them out more as competitive deck, and that individual's Neshi. If any of you guys have heard of him,
I haven't heard of them, but that's honestly.
You know what would be my idea for Crystal Beast?
If you're going to use Crystal Beast in order to take up your spell and trap slot, you might as well just use their continuous cards that actually prevent the opponent from doing something.
Yeah. Okay.
You're talking about what continuous card are you talking about?
A good amount of the world. It's the World Legacy Mech Knight support cards.
Oh, those.
Because those I do something that support Mech Knights, or they disable your opponent.
Yeah, but
those. Okay, so I'm gonna stop you guys right now, right quick. The whole point of the Crystal Beast lineup as well for Mech Knights, not just specifically Mech Knights, is to set up Mech Knights, and they can get to help set up Mech Knights and actually get their special summons to go off, including on your turn. But those Crystal Beasts won't stay in the back row for the entirety of the game. So they don't just they're there and then done. They get used.
Okay, so I thought of an idea for a Crystal Beast card. I'm gonna make it not that broken. Basically, if you it's depending on how many you have in your zone. Face up. 1, you can negate a spell or trap. 2, you can negate a summon. 3, you could negate a pen summon.
Solemn.
And but what you have to do after you flip up your counter trap is to get rid of all 3 of your continuous. They go to grave, and you can negate that one thing. So you have to start all over again.
No.
My idea for
it's adding because that's adding a janky effect to that's adding a janky cost and condition to an already janky deck itself.
True, but I just thought
you're just better off running the field spell if you're going that route, no one uses the field spell.
Honest to God, I think that what I want and what I think they're going to do, which is what they did with Cyber in general and Cyber Dark, is they're going to add more main deck monsters. I hope to fucking God they do.
Yeah, they need to
add more main deck monsters, for example, and a Crystal Beast. But if this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one Crystal Beast from your deck
Mhm.
to the grave, this card's name becomes it and apply its effects.
Like, for example, Rainbow Dragon, Crystal Beast, we need more cards like that. Because that card can special summon either itself or another Crystal Beast monster. Unfortunately, it has a really bad cost of adding a Rainbow Dragon to hand. I hate that cost, but
we just got a new Rainbow Dragon as of today in the Ghost of the Past set.
Okay,
Is it bad?
I love nostalgia.
Okay. Well, speaking of nostalgia, I think we should probably start moving on because next topic on the list is going to be the Speed Duel GX box.
Oh god, I can't wait for the Paradox stuff. I really hope they put good shit in there for the Paradox Brothers. That was one of my favorite villains.
Only won it for
I don't even touch it, so.
I don't even touch Speed Duels, but I love the Paradox Brothers because they were fucking golden in both animes.
I honestly didn't like them. They just seemed really off. Yeah.
I didn't like them as a kid, but as an adult, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers
It'll be
are
nice
cool.
for people to collect legacy cards, even if they're just speed rarity or whatever.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Not to mention, some of them get really nice reprints.
DDD Crow is in Speed Duels. That happened a few years ago. One of my favorite reprints though was Jar of Avarice. That was my favorite trap card a long time ago. I always try to sneak one copy in the shit decks that I played casually back then. So Jar of Avarice as ultra rare was nice.
Yeah, I think I have 3 of that.
And moving on from that, we've got the 10 of the Pharaoh's Gods dropping on September 16th, which, according to their information, is going to have reprints for Blazing Vortex, Lightning Overdrive, Dawn of Majesty, Burst of Destiny, and more. And they've confirmed that this box is going to have reprints of Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom, Lightning Storm, Nibiru, Droplet, and Dragoon.
Okay.
That might be okay.
Maybe Dragoon can finally get banned. I'm hyped for the Lightning Storm and Droplet reprints, but still watch them be
reprint is cool.
Still watch them be 0 to 1 per case and $50 a copy. Still watch them be hi. You open. I'm like, still watch them be hi. You bought 2 cases, you get 0. But hi, you bought 2 cases, you get 5. I'm like, Konami quality control is really messed up. And they fucked up the Ghost Rare backs again.
That figures.
Ruxin of all people. First he came across as annoying. Then I love this content. He pulls a DMG. It's a nick and a fucked up back. Texan streamer that I watch. It's a Dark Magician that can pass as a PSA 9. But Ruxin gets one that passes as a PSA 6. So I'm just sitting there like, and
joy.
Why?
Joy to the world. Cards are fucked up.
I'm getting summoned out. I'm getting summoned away again, so unfortunately, that plus the fact I wanted to take another nap, I'm gonna be going now.
That's fine.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
I'll try. Hopefully, I'll stream later.
All right. Well, hopefully, we'll be able to
I'll check you out.
That.
Good night. Well, take care, everyone.
See you
next
time.
Take care. Take it easy.
See ya.
But it's funny you were singing Joy to the World because the next thing on the list is the 2022 holiday box. It drops on November 4th, and they have confirmed that it's going to come with the Sky Striker, Mayakashi, and Witchcrafter sleeves.
I was going to say I have regrets for doing what I did, but I'm not sure anymore.
They haven't said anything about the cards themselves, just the sleeves.
Okay, what sleeves are they coming with again? Because I was messaging someone my address since I won a bulk lot.
Sky Striker, Mayakashi, and Witchcrafter.
I'm going to put the Mayakashi sleeves on. I'm going to get the Mayakashi sleeves just so I could put them on my Melfi deck for the memes.
Okay, now we also have a small list of stuff that they have announced in the OCG, but we don't have a TCG date for just yet. So real quick,
okay.
We got the Structure Deck R Devil's Gate, which is supposed to be a Dark World structure revamp.
Ooh. Interesting.
Oh god, I really can't wait for that. Hopefully they don't give them shit support like always.
Now, they did announce a new animation chronicle pack, which apparently translated into America is going to be the Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge set, which is going to have Crystal Skull support, Dynatank, which just looks to be another offshoot of Fossil, if I'm correct, and new support for the Poker Knights.
Crystal Skull support.
That's actually the Hasselberry.
So you're talking about the Chronomaly deck? Because
no, Crystal Skull, as in that really, really janky looking archetype that the old man character used in the very beginning of the prison in 5Ds.
Oh, that one.
At least if I'm correct, because I actually had to dig deep and make sure they weren't talking about Chronomaly, and that appears to be what they're talking about, but I might be wrong.
If it's Chronomaly, I'm gonna be sad, but if it's a 5Ds deck, fuck yes. And I would love to see it.
And we're finally gonna get an import of G Golem.
What's that?
It's a Vrain's archetype. It's the Earth Cybers deck.
Oh, fuck yeah. Anything Cybers is fun, other than the fucking nightmares.
Yeah, apparently they're eventually going to import all the Cybers, all this attribute-based Cybers type decks. We still got Stormbringer waiting for us, which is the wind one. We got Salamangrate, which was fire. We got water, which was Marincess. And I'm hoping that we get the light set soon, which was actually I can't remember. Armatus Legio, thank you. That archetype actually looked a little fun.
Yeah,
yes.
you can add that to your light. You can add that to your light deck too.
I might build that over Gradius. Not even gonna lie, it looks fun.
And the thing is about me, I was Salamangrate. I hate to go back to the ban list, but I see them getting 3 circle next list, and I'm also glad that they finally got their 2 cards. Now that it's too super late, but Heat Soul is going to make Cyber decks insane.
Actually, you can already play it on Edo Pro.
Yes.
Because they have anime cards.
Yes. After that, and then another thing to mention, they have released information about the Duelist Pack, Duelists of Pyroxene, which is the Earth attribute pack set, which has all kinds of new Amazonas support, which actually looks decent for once.
Watching that shit be expensive for no reason.
The Ishizu Ishtar deck, if you can even call it that, it's just a bunch of Earth Fairies, which means it's going to work with Vernalizer Fairy, probably. And it works specifically with Gravekeeper cards and Exchange of the Spirit. It looks so freaking weird.
I'm happy because I used to be a bigger Seiju fan, and she's finally getting the fan service.
And
also people are going to simp over it.
Well, yeah, that's a given. And apparently they've confirmed that Power Tool Dragon's going to get support as an archetype because they've already given us a 9-star Power Tool Synchro.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I was super excited. I was going to do a video on it, and then I completely forgot, and now it's like way too long ago now.
So I'm just going to be honest with you. They're actually giving 5D support, like the cop and this. I'm happy because 5Ds is the best YuGiOh anime. I'm not a pure Jordan Oneist. I love 5Ds. I used to love GX, but 5Ds is that anime that just makes you just want to relive every fucking synchro summon.
Tell me about it.
Honestly, I completely agree with you. I'm a big synchro summoning fanatic.
I'm a big synchro summoning guy that I dropped $100 just to rebuild synchro versions of Raccoon from 2014 to 2015, and it's going to be finished soon. I'm bringing back Baby Raccoon for 2014, 2015. And I blame Pac, the pro Yu-Gi-Oh player, for getting me in the 2014 format. And everyone else like, build a good deck. Fuck no, Baby Raccoons, it's cheap enough.
Well, in addition to that, we've also got another pack to be interested in. They just recently announced the Pharaonic Legend pack, which, just like for Ishizu in the Duelist pack, Duelist of Pyroxene, seems to be giving support to Odeon-style stuff.
Okay. Casuals are just finally getting what the fuck they want.
Including what appears to be a new trap monster. We're not 100% certain, but if it is, the trap monster deck might finally be able to play.
I'm happy for that because people can be like, oh, Odeon, Winged Dragon of Ra, drop this. Oh, the only issue I see with that is Eldritch.
Yeah, that's a concern, but I mean, I doubt they're going to make space for it.
Also, you forgot to announce something in the Crystal set.
What's that?
Wild Straight is going to be coming out for the Joker's players.
I said it was going to be Poker Night support. I didn't specify anything about any individual cards.
Wild Straight is fucking.
Yeah, Blitz. No, I'm just teasing.
Hey, if you're gonna fucking mention those freaking, if you're gonna mention anything poker, the way I used to make money off of people, you gotta mention it correctly.
Fair enough. And the only other thing to mention as far as incoming product is over in the OCG, they've revealed the name of the next deck build pack, which appears to be Amazing Defenders, and that's all we know.
Oh, it sounds like a fucking fire set already.
Probably.
It sounds like a bunch of blocks. We're gonna play Legos and Yu-Gi-Oh! No, I'm just kidding.
Now I will say this. Blitz. I will say this. Reborn mentioned something earlier about a fire attribute pack set, and I've been mulling over my head what they could possibly be doing if and when they eventually make it. It'll probably have support for Volcanics because that's one of the only anime archetype fire decks that we have, as well as Salamangreat probably. But the third one always escaped me, and then it suddenly hit me. We might finally get Battling Boxer support.
Oh, I'm sorry, wait, what?
We might get Battling Boxer support if they make the fire pack.
I swear if they do Battling Boxer over Volcanics, I'm going to laugh my ass off, but I'm going to be happy. But also, if they want to push a fire set, they could also push Noid. Yay.
That was never used in the anime. Those packs are always for anime archetypes.
Okay.
Yeah, also, all of Jack's Arc V stuff was fire. That's the reason why I said Jack.
That could be a possibility too, but if they're going to do anything that is commonly seen in the anime, where Arc V, while popular, wasn't like super great, they'll probably go with the ones that were extremely well known in the show, which I think will probably be Volcanics from GX, Battling Boxer from unfortunately Zexal, and Salamangreat from Reigns.
I'm gonna just be honest with you guys right now. If we get that cop deck, oh my fucking god. We get that cop deck, I want someone to fucking dress up as the cop and use a dual disc.
Dude, I would do that
you would go to a YCS, that'd be your first fucking YCS you would go to.
I probably would just because I could.
Would you?
I would love to go to a YCS.
And
well, I would love to too, but That's is in Chicago, and everyone's like, "Come on, Steven, it's your stomping grounds. Go, Steven." And I'm like, I don't go by Steven anymore. I go by fucking Blitzo, so fuck no.
And that's
I know Mario Man. Oh, sorry. I was trying to make a joke.
It's fine. I was just gonna say that's all the Yu-Gi-Oh topics that I have to talk about. So does anyone have anything else to talk about?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Anything.
Not Yu-Gi-Oh related, but MTG. If you're a fan of MTG, let me get on there. I'm not a big fan of MTG, but there is. We got a Magic.
I've got people trying to get me into MTG right now. I've got like 4 people.
There's the Commander stuff that recently got released. There's the Streets of I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm just gonna say it. Streets of New CAPENNA. Yeah, thank you. And then they got the new Commander decks of Compendia. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, you know what fucking sucks? Literally all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is at my Walmart, and I'm broke. Like, literally for Magic players, no one touches that shit. Everyone just goes in there for the Pokemon decks and the Albaz decks. Like, literally, this boxes upon fucking box. No, someone bought out the Megatons and the Gold Rare stuff. But just fucking boxes upon boxes of the Ghosts from the past 2 set in there. And then there's the Pokemon shit that's fucking always dead. Like, Pokemon is this. Also getting a new set too, so let me bring that up. After Radiance Pokemon.
Speaking of Pokemon, I've actually been really into, like, not the card game Pokemon, but like the digital aspect of Pokemon lately. So I like did another playthrough of Sword and Shield, and then have been really playing this one Pokemon game that's actually like an MMO RPG type style, where you can go to different regions. They've only got 3 regions, and it's called Poke 1. And I've I'm in the Unova region right now, and I've actually decided, you know what? I'm not going to use any of my Pokemon from the other regions because the last time I did that, it was way too easy. Then again, Johto's pretty easy, anyways. But you can only start off in Johto or Kanto, uh, and go from there, and you still get a starter Pokemon from each region, so that also helps out completing the Pokedex. And I did not realize Unova, which is the third region that you have access to, is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something that pisses me off. It's
Oh,
more
boy.
popular. It's more popular than Flesh and Blood in Dragon Ball because we talk about it nonstop and Nashi loves it. Why do you have to freaking not have a freaking Weiss category? That shit's annoying.
What do you mean?
There's no category when you log on to TCG Player for Weiss. You literally have to go to more, click on more, and then scroll down, and you don't see Weiss. But
Yeah,
you see Force of Will, Dice Monsters,
well,
Final Fantasy.
unfortunately, it's because the game's not as popular as it could be. It's one of the only currently 2 active titles that Bushiroad even produces for.
What two
Don't
active
even-
titles?
It and Cardfight Vanguard.
What was the first one? I was
Weiss
commenting to
Schwarz.
my chat. Oh, okay. Now I understand. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Even Digimon has a slot. Okay, Digimon's like one of the popular games, but
Yeah. As Weiss,
I love
Weiss
Digimon.
unfortunately is just not as popular a game as it could be, and it should be in my opinion. And when you guys are done talking about what you're going to talk about, I got a few things to talk about when it comes to Weiss because there's some fun
go
stuff
ahead.
coming.
Go ahead. I'm done. I was just saying. It's fucking anime. Give them a fucking section. Come on, we're all weebs here.
No problem. All right, well, first things first. The Bushiroad Spring Fest, which is the annual Bushiroad tournament in the springtime, obviously, has gotten underway, and it appears to be team of 3 events. All the tournaments are teams of 3. And so far, throughout the month of April, there have been 4 Springfest events, and there's a trend among the top decks that are coming in. In the Ontario, California winning team was that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Bang Dream, and Kaguya-sama Love is War. On the 10th, Antwerp, Belgium had Mushoku Tensei, Love Live, Sunshine, and Fate. The Fate series, Fate Stay Night and the such. In Oberhausen, Germany, on the 17th, the winner was Ruby, Fate, and Mushoku Tensei. And on April 17th in Rosemont, Illinois, was also Mushoku Tensei, Bang Dream, and Slime. There's a slight trend there, and it's a little bit concerning.
Mushoku Tensei?
Yeah. Mushoku Tensei doesn't technically do anything that amazing as far as I can see. It's just a fairly competent set. I'm trying to remember. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype that does nothing spectacularly amazing, but because of how consistent it is, it earns its wins. Which one am I thinking of?
Yosenju?
I think so, yeah. That might be one of them. But, yeah, so far they've been... it's obviously not the same team every time, but the people who've been playing these decks have been doing extremely well as a whole. And bear in
I'll be
mind
right
that go ahead. And bear in mind that the best 2 out of 3 player system means that if one of the 3 players does poorly, the other 2 can just sack the win and they'll still get the points. And we got 3 more events coming in the U.S. alone, 2 of which are in May and 1 of which is June. And when that comes around, I'll be sure to put a post about that too. But if Mushoku Tensei keeps doing as well as it's doing, they might actually get hit on the ban list, which I never thought I'd say. And on that subject, Mushoku Tensei, Bang Dream Girls Band Party, and Day Day Bullet packs are already out and available to be bought. But now we get to the stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about real quick. The Hollow Life pack is going to be dropping, unfortunately got delayed from April 29th to May 13th, which is next week. But the structure decks, the trial decks, are already out.
It doesn't, but who cares? Hololive set finally here.
Yes, and I'm glad that the set is here. It's just I'm so used to seeing both the set and the trial decks dropping at the same time that this is just a little jarring to me.
I hope both Shoujo gets one too.
Fate Grand, the next pack to talk about is Fate Grand Order, the movie Camelot, whatever its long and ungodly, unnecessarily long name is. is confirmed to drop on June 17th, so that has not changed. They finally gave us a confirmation on the Danmachi pack, which is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Familia Myth. Turned out to be a way better show than I gave it credit for, by the way. Is confirmed to drop on July 15th. I might be building that one. It looks kind of interesting. Tokyo Revengers is still slated to drop on July 29th, and I was going to build that set, but I'm kind of going to wait and see if the anime has a sequel season, because I'm fascinated to see where that show goes. My wife has read the manga for it. The anime looks incredibly good. I've seen the first season. I want to see the second before I invest anything in it. Now, here's where things get a little weird. They've confirmed that Quintessential Quintuplets is getting a Season 2 pack. Welcome back. I was just saying that in Weiss Schwarz, the Quintessential Quintuplets is getting a second season of their pack set, and it's dropping on August 12th.
Okay.
And Attack on Titan's final season is confirmed to get a pack on August 26th, as well as reprints for both the first and second season packs, which they almost never do reprints in this game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, almost never. They also have the date has not been confirmed, but they have confirmed that we're getting a Season 2 of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and they're going to be reprinting Volume 1 when they print out Volume 2. So I don't know what's going on.
Does Rascal dream of Bunny Senpai?
Sorry, what?
No, I was just trying to be weird.
Oh, well.
You said Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai? And I'm like,
Notice me, Senpai?
And they have confirmed a Season 2 pack for Seven Deadly Sins Revival of the Commandments, but the date has not been confirmed.
Oh, hell yes.
Now, this is the part that I've been waiting to get to. I actually wanted to talk about this last month, but where we had everybody leave early, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. In Japan, they have a laundry list of archetypes and series that we do not get over here. But there is one in particular I am hoping, beyond hope, that we get over here. Now, they've gotten some interesting stuff. They've got a Star Wars pack, they've got a Godzilla pack, they've got a Marvel pack, but they just recently confirmed that in June, July, and September, they're going to be dropping packs or cards based on the Pixar series. They are dropping a booster pack of Pixar, and they have confirmed trial decks for Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and Cars.
Oh, wait, is this Weiss?
Yes.
I am legit
Holy
curious
shit, okay.
Now, this is all OCG. We don't know if any of this is coming to the TCG, but I pray it is, because I want to be the person that experiences being able to make a Buzz Lightyear Climax combo against somebody's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, I just want to see a Lightning McQueen deck. Lightning McQueen go fast. But I was eating dinner while you were going over the reprint thing. They need to do reprints in this because every other card game has reprints. Pokemon randomly does them. Magic does them in DX Commander decks. YuGiOh has them. Digimon did a bunch of reprinting recently.
Just because other card games are doing them doesn't mean like every card game needs to do it, though.
Well, actually,
Weiss needs it because it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to say. I don't even necessarily disagree with him on this. See, Weiss Schwarz has a problem of having a price gate. The cards are unfortunately kind of expensive. Even the cheap versions of the expensive cards are not exactly easy to afford. I've got decks in there based on anime that are like upwards of 10 years old, and some of their singles still cost $15-20. Not because they're rare, but because they're from sets that they just don't print anymore. And in Yu-Gi-Oh!, they do all kinds of reprints to solve that problem later on. Higher rarity, lower rarity doesn't matter. They're still more affordable than even the oldest Weiss cards.
Yeah, and the thing about Weiss, they don't have to reprint all the signed money cards. They can just reprint the cards that need to be printed. Just go in and reprint the stuff that needs to be needed. I know people won't buy it because of the signed stuff, but you got the casuals that want to buy into the game. really expensive Weiss cards. I remember from fucking 2014, that shit was fucking money.
I honestly wasn't aware of that when I opened my big mouth, so I do apologize.
Don't worry about it.
I knew Weiss was a money game ever since I looked at it in Chicago, and I'm like, wow, another expensive card game no one's gonna be able to afford.
The thing
What
is,
a fucking great job.
The thing is, I've been able to afford to play it for the most part on my shoestring budget, the same shoestring budget that I use to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, there have been months at a time where nothing comes out that I want.
I meant meta-wise. Everyone should have a chance to, try to play meta. Because look at fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! They fucking reprinted Hulk into the fucking ground.
Yeah, tell me about it. I didn't expect that.
They reprinted fucking Aluber in the ground. People were getting 0 to 5 per case.
But I also do agree that about the whole playing meta. At least playing meta at least once, because it can give you a lot of information on bringing into your own favorite type of deck that you also like to play as well.
Yeah, because I played a meta. My last meta deck before Night Invokes It All was Magispectre at one point, because I played Magispectre Magician and I played Magispectre Draco Pal. That was my last meta deck, and I didn't have a meta deck from the spring of 2016 all the way up till the end of 2019. Then COVID hit. But that was my last meta deck. Now that the Aluber stuff is getting reprinted, what they should have done is reprinted the branded spells. And they didn't do it. And that pisses me off, because they would have put those as Ultra. Yeah, you would have lost a lot of value in your deck, but hey, it would still be $5 Ultras.
Well, whatever the case, in Weiss Schwarz, where the game has always been expensive, seeing reprints like this is fine. I do not have any actual complaints, because it's going to mean that everybody can get involved in the game. My issue is that I want them to reprint some of the older stuff. The stuff that hasn't seen printing in a decade, the kill stuff that has been dead for about as long.
That's what I was talking about. They reprint those, but they don't reprint the sign cards. People will be like, oh, reprint sign card, why do I buy? And then you just say, hey, dumbass, you can buy this shit for cheaper. You like this anime? Yeah, stuff it down your face hole.
Well, that's pretty much the biggest thing I wanted to talk about. Just the possibility of being able to see Lightning McQueen go up against Woody in his Climax combo.
Giggity.
Yeah, but you got people in the Weiss Schwarz community that'll be pissed off over reprints. But hey, if you have $1,000 Weiss Schwarz decks, your cousin wants to get into the game, but he only has $100 budget, don't be an asshole. Let him get some reprints.
Exactly. And that was the last topic I had on my list to talk about. So, does anyone have anything else they want to contribute?
I have something.
Oh, go ahead.
I actually have something. One thing that with the new V series coming out, all I'm just really praying is that either Tempest Bolt gets a new version, because I know that I know that Vowing Reverse might get something. But if Vowing Reverse gets a thing, I'm like, I'll pass on him.
But, understandable. He's talking Vanguard, by the way. Understandable. I can't say I blame
you. I thought Vanguard died.
No, Vanguard is still alive and well.
Vanguard is still alive and well.
You're thinking of Future Card Buddy Fight.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay.
Both of which, as well as Weiss Schwarz, are all produced by Bushiroad.
Okay.
Yeah, sadly, Buddy Fight died, but Digimon fucking carried that shit.
Digimon, it was always going to be popular. It's an ancient title that has seen nothing but the best of play.
Okay, like I said, I remember fucking Digimon from days of freaking Toys R Us, where the card game fucking failed and starter decks were $6.50. They used to sell for $17 or something, whatever the fuck. Digimon, I'm glad. Digimon
champions.
I'm glad. I'm glad Digimon are getting stuff. Like Digimon recently did a bunch of. Digimon did reprints.
Digimon, Digital Monster champions. Save the digital world.
And the best thing about. The best thing about like Digimon, Weiss, Vanguard, I don't think does Vanguard do box toppers?
I think, yeah.
Okay, that's one thing I want in YuGiOh is a box topper, even if it's a $5 fucking promo.
Quick question. Quick question for everybody here, including my chat. What is your favorite Digimon?
Digimon individually or Digimon season?
Individually, like your favorite Digimon.
Oh, that's a tough one. I honestly could not tell you. If I had to pick one,
Most people think I would go with the Fox one. I'm sorry, but I'm going. Hold on, let me double check if this is correct.
Sorry, it's
you
too
mean Renamon?
long time ago since I watched it. I can't remember anyone.
I'm going with Leomon because holy fuck is he buff.
Fair enough.
Mine is Gatomon.
If I had to pick one, if I absolutely did not have a choice but to pick one, I'd probably have to say Agunimon.
Oh,
Hold on, is there any cheetah Digimon?
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
But
I think there is.
My favorite season
but they
of
don't
Digimon
look as cool
is
as fucking Leomon.
my favorite Digimon season of all time is actually Frontier season 4.
Oh, that shit was fucking fire.
Right?
Actually, mine is Data Squad.
Data Squad is fantastic.
For one reason that everyone probably, which a friend recently showed me. Marcus. Marcus is the type of guy that all men should strive to be. He walk up to a Digimon and say, "Yo, let's throw hands."
He is the only person in the entirety of the Digimon TV show to punch a Digimon in the face as a means of letting his own partner Digimon evolve. I have to have mad respect for a guy like that. But as far as Digimon Frontier,
and it's 2006 too.
I'm sorry.
It's 2006. That's when that shit came out.
But as far as Digimon Frontier is concerned, something about it hit different. It was animated a little differently. The plot line had a lot more going on. The English voices, by the way, phenomenal selections across the board. I could not hear a single voice I did not like for those characters. Especially, what was the name of the one with the mirrors for arms? I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I couldn't tell you.
Which one are you talking about? Because I got the characters picked up. I got all the characters pulled up.
It's one of the villain Digimon, the green one with the mirrors. I forget his name. But in any case, the point is the show was made different. It hit different. Everything about it was fantastic. Also,
are you talking about,
I would be
remiss. You talking about the plant one?
No, I'm talking about the steel one. Yeah, he's green. He has mirrors for arms. You'll see him when you'll recognize him when you see him.
Desi's asking if it's Piedmon or Puppetmon.
No, you're thinking of Gen
I don't think it's
1.
Puppetmon.
We're talking Gen 4. Digimon Frontier.
I have to actually agree with you on Digimon Frontier because that one just felt like a totally different concept of what we're used to.
What is it? Frontier you're talking about or Squad?
It's Frontier.
Okay, I was looking at fucking Squad. God damn it.
Mercurymon, that's his name. Mercurymon.
Oh, okay.
I actually found out the reason for why Frontier was so different. Mm-hmm. It was made by the same people that made Kamen Rider Hibiki.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, Frontier was so fucking fire, though.
Frontier was phenomenal because of that. Okay, I just took a look at the time, and we have been talking for about an hour and 45 minutes. We should probably let Sari have her stream back. So this is
fine because everyone's loving the Digimon talk.
All I'm going to say this is one thing before I go. If you're planning to invest in any YuGiOh sets, and if you have time to wait. Like younger me would have saved $2,000 this way over the years. But hey, young and dumb, full of cum.
Okay, well, this has been a fantastic show. We ended up doing really, really great with this show. I'm very satisfied with how this has turned out. We do this show once a month, every first Friday of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern. If anybody else wants to tune in the server or whatever, and I thank all of you guys for coming by and taking part in the show. I hope you guys have a great month, and I will see you on the first Friday of June.
Which will be the 3rd.